Viewer discretion.
Hey everybody, it's dafobra. And yesterday I was on Facebook and I saw a brand new motorcycle called the Yamaha FZ-09. First I admitted I thought it was an FZ8, like Dark Knight used to have, and but it looked a little different. And then I saw that it was I don't know if it's 893 cc's or something. It's around a 900 cc, but it's a triple. It's a 3-cylinder. And I started thinking about, look at all, immediately I thought of Toast to Go. He's got a beautiful speed triple, which in my opinion is probably one of the best looking naked bikes out there. And what's interesting is I actually like the looks of the FZ8. I know Ramekin has one of those as well. But I really do like the looks of the FZ8. And I like the looks of the speed triple. So I think it's really interesting how Yamaha has decided to take on the triples with this FZ-09. I'm only calling it FZ-09 because that's the way it was. That's the way it was kind of given to us. It was the FC. I don't know. It didn't say FC9. If it would have said FC9, I would have. Should I go around both of these clowns? If it would have said FC9, I would have just said FC9. But it said FZ-09. Oh please. I know that was reckless, but I just don't want to wait for these people anymore. So you have the FZ-09 or FZ-09, whatever they're calling it. It's a good-looking bike, but I mean, who else has a 3-cylinder? And if you look at the people, like you look at Dark Flight, he had to sell his ZX6R. See, I did that for you, pal. And now he bought a beautiful Triumph 675R. Gorgeous. I mean, the bike is absolutely gorgeous. You got Toast to Go's got his speed triple, but he did have. God, he had so many bikes. He had a Viffer, V4. He had an F4i almost identical to this one, inline 4. He had a ZZR 600, and I don't know, Toasty, I might have forgotten a couple of your bikes, but and then you got someone like Dr. Speedy 1050 who had a really nice speedy triple, and he sold it to buy a CBR 1000 RR. Totally different kind of bike, different power band, different everything. I mean, Triumph kind of runs the gamut on it as far as going from the Daytona 675, 675R, speed triple R, blah, blah, blah. And Yamaha kind of kicks in with the FZ9. Wow. I mean, like I said, I took notice when Honda is introducing a CBR 500R. What's the reason for Yamaha jumping into the 3-cylinders? And is a 3-cylinder comparable to an inline 4? Yeah, probably. Because otherwise, Triumph is pretty much by itself. And listen, if there's another 3-cylinder bike out there, I apologize. I'm not a big, I'm not a big knowledge base of 3-cylinder motorcycles. But if you have another one, hey, let me know. But I think it's just very interesting that Yamaha decided to kind of throw its hat into the ring. And I wonder how it will do. Now, I know Dark Flight has talked about the exhaust note on his 675R being kind of anemic or whatever he described it. I actually like it. I really like it. I like the sound of Toast's bike. I think it has a nice, crisp sound to it. Old Man Triple, here's another guy. He races his. He goes to the track. I think he's in Australia or something. But he goes to the racetrack. He drag races his triple. I mean, but I think now he has an exhaust on it. I like the way the triple sound. I think I'd like to ride one just to get an idea of what the power band is like. Is it comparable to an inline 4? Does it have that, that power band that is, higher up? Is it more high strung like a 600? Is it more low end than a 600 like a 1000? Is it in the middle like a 750? It'll be interesting to see how it's received. I don't know. I mean, I think. Perhaps this, I could be way off here, though, but I think the U.S. market, the way it has kind of embraced a naked bike, or actually not embraced a naked bike, might spell doom for that bike. I don't know. I'd like to know how the FZ8 is selling, if it's actually selling. And it's interesting that they make the FZ8, not an FZ6, because what that does is it keeps the 800cc power plant in that bike only, and not in the and not in the 600, not in the fully, the fully fared. The fully fared is a 600 or a liter bike. But if you want to go in the middle, Yamaha says, yeah, no problem, take this bike. It's naked. They don't make a fully fared bike with an 800cc. But like I said, I just looked at it last night, and coming from a guy who's not a big fan of naked bikes, I think it's good looking. I really think it's nice. Would it look better with a fairing on it? Yeah, sorry guys, I think it would, but I really like it, and I actually would consider purchasing one if I was in the market for a bike like that. So listen, is Yamaha making the right choice by jumping into this this segment of the market? Maybe. I mean, what else do they have? They got the R6, they got the FCR, they got the R1, and they got the FZ1, which, I mean, that hasn't been changed in a long time, and that's a great bike in its own right. But I think that the FZ1, I think it's real meat and potatoes of its sales are coming from Europe. I don't even know what they call it, the phaser and all that. I don't know about around here. So anyway, I just figured I'd throw that out there and get your ideas on three-cylinder motorcycles. Future or flop? I don't know. Sounds like a triple threat to me. We'll see how the rest of the Japanese manufacturers kind of react to the new model. All right, well, I am heading home because I have had enough. I'm glad to be out on tube because it's been raining every frickin' day. So enjoy the ride, guys and girls. See ya. Today, I got another package, this time from the UK. Let's see what we got here. Aha! Look at that. It's a knee slider that I won from MrSparkyAprilia. What do we got here? And an autographed picture. Thanks, buddy. These are going up in the garage. Lots of swag today, huh? Cool stuff. All right, well, thank you, Mr. Sparky. It's an honor to have your knee slider and the autographed picture.